What's going on, everyone? Today we got some information on some plans that Rockstar had for Red Dead Redemption 2 last year. However, these plans can still arrive in the future. So as you guys know, Red Dead Redemption 2 is on PS5 as well as Xbox Series X and S. However, you have to use the last gen version, which means you have to play with the Xbox One version or the PS4 version if you're on these new gen consoles. And the things with that, it may not seem that bad. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a nice looking game. However, the FPS is a huge problem and there's really no improvements to happen to it as well. Of course, we had GTA 5 expanding the hands, or GTA 5 for next gen consoles released last year in March of 2022. That brought some new vehicles, some slight new features, graphical upgrades, as well as just some exclusive content that's only on those consoles. And overall, I mean, if you look at the comparison of PS4 and PS5 version, or last gen and next gen version of GTA 5, there are some key differences. At first, there really wasn't that much, but with some changes that Rockstar added, you could definitely see the difference in how Rockstar tried at least. But for Red Dead Redemption 2, for whatever reason, Rockstar kind of just kept it basic and simple and just decided to never release a next gen version of it, and we're stuck with 30 FPS compared to GTA 5 that has 60 FPS on these consoles. So today we got a little bit of a leak that came from the Xbox kind of court battle that's happening. As you guys know, Xbox as well as the FTC will have a court battle over the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, the company responsible for Call of Duty and all that. And overall, probably people have heard about this for a long time now. This has been going on for probably a couple of months, maybe even a year at this point. I'm not really sure. But because of this, there's a lot of things that kind of get revealed, and when it comes to court and stuff, there's going to be a lot of documents and other things that are talked about. And this is actually something that came up for this kind of battle that's happening. And pretty much what's happening is that one of the games that were listed for Xbox Game Pass was Red Dead Redemption 2, and this could have just been the regular version, because Red Dead 2 has been on Game Pass before. If you don't know what Game Pass is, basically a service where you can play certain games for just paying I think it's $1 for the first few months or something like that. But there's different subscription prices and all that, but pretty much you get to stream a bunch of games, have fun with it and all that. And Red Dead has been on it before, but with these documents, it actually showed that Rockstar planned to have a Red Dead Redemption version for PS5 as well as Xbox Series X and S, and this was revealed back in October, November, and also December of 2022. So they had a plan to release it, but however they decided not to for whatever reason. So honestly, that's really about what we have. We know that Rockstar at least had the thought of putting Red Dead Redemption 2, but we're not really sure if that ever is going to arrive in the future. I think that it would have been a smart decision. I think a lot of people would have appreciated it. Even if a DLC or even an update doesn't come with it, I think people are still going to like it. It's not even only about just new content, but as long as just having a smooth, better gaming experience on a new console is, I think, what people mainly want and will probably focus on a lot more. And for example, some of the changes, first off, if they were to ever add this in the future, we don't know if they are. This is something that they obviously were probably working on, but maybe it's scrapped until GTA 6 releases. Maybe it's going to come out before GTA 6. We'll have to see. But some things they could add though for sure is definitely 60 FPS for consoles. That's a must. Red Dead is a really good game, and I think just having the maximum or at least a better performance for it is going to make it even better. And if you ever played on PC, having it in 60 plus FPS, it just makes it a way smoother and better experience. So that's definitely a one. Really graphical improvements. I mean, they could maybe add some new options, kind of like how GTA 5 was, but it's not really that much. But I would assume that they would add something like fidelity mode, performance, RT, and all that. Some ray tracing, because we do have ray tracing on PC for Red Dead 2. So adding something like that for console would make a lot of sense as well. So just small little changes like that. And then besides that, I mean, if Rockstar wants to, they can add exclusive content. Maybe you'll get a certain thing if you play on these new gen consoles, like how we got the Karen, the Karen S95 for free, as well as just some other things not really something I really want, but I guess you say plus something that's also exclusive to these consoles, and also just some upgrades and stuff like the HSW and all that. So there's little things that Rockstar could do. I don't really think Rockstar is going to focus on that, because Rockstar doesn't really care about Red Dead. But if they could just have some graphical and just stability improvements, I think at least the minimum 60 FPS and just some little display changes, I think people probably would be happy about that. And this is something that should have been released. Honestly, I think Red Dead 2 for next gen consoles probably should have came out before GTA 5. It's a newer game, and there's not many things that Rockstar really has to do and change compared to a game that came out in 2013 that they had to obviously update and change. So just little things. I don't think Rockstar is really going to talk about this league. I mean, they rarely ever do when things like this happen, but Just know that, you know, at least Rockstar was, you know, thinking about it. They were working on it, and you know, they had a plan, but either just got delayed and scrapped. And I mean, this was back in like December 2022. We're in September 2023, so it's been almost a year at this point. So I don't know if Rockstar is still working on it. They could have again scrapped it for, you know, focusing on a DLC update for GTA 5 or, you know, GTA 6 or something. So just know this is something that might come out after GTA 6 or possibly before it. But you know, Rockstar is having a lot of attention focus on that, and I think at this point they're probably focusing on an announcement of GTA 6, which should come out this year, then also the GTA 5 DLC that's going to be releasing in December. So we'll see what Rockstar decides to do, but I did want to update you guys and let you know what's happening, you know, in the Red Dead world. You know, we haven't really got that much information. We do have an ongoing event if you guys want to check out a video that I made on that for the month of September, and next week is going to be the last week for that. And so Rockstar obviously has the October event, which is probably going to be a lot more exciting than this one. So look out for that video and information on that. But if you guys did enjoy though, let me know, you know, your thoughts and, you know, what you guys think about this. And also don't forget to drop a like, and if you want to see more, then subscribe, put up post notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.